Hello and welcome to this guide for using memory maps and transferring routes over to Android Auto. I'll give you a brief guide of how I plan my trips and how to get it on your sat-nav on your car. So we've just loaded up memory maps and I'm going to click this icon here that says new route. It's got the blue dots on and the lines connecting them with a green plus. So looking around the map, I'm thinking I'm going to start just here. So I only need to click at the start of every lane. So I always start on the actual lane that's displayed on the OS map. So I don't click on the actual byway signs or the UCR signs, the AUPA signs. I always click on the yellow or the pink, or in some cases the white, because if not, the sat-nav will not send you down that lane. So let's say I'm going to start this Cranbourne farm. I'm just going to, now I've got the tool selected, click, and it's left a little blue dot. I've got a line here now, it's following my mouse. So if I click on the middle mouse button, I can drag while I've got this line available. So the reason I click there is I'm going to come down whichever direction I'm coming from in the country, and I'm going to go down Old Blandford Road, starting at Cranbourne Farm. When I get to the end, I'm not going to go directly across. I want to go to this one here by New Farm Barn. So I'm going to click there. As you can see, it's on the pink there. So you've got a line, it's not following the route of the track, and I'm going up to Stratford Tony. I'm then driving along. I think I'm going to go this way. So I'm looking for routes as I'm going. I can see a little one down here, so I'm going to click there. I'm going to drive this route here, and then I'm going to click there, because I'm now going to drive this route. Now that is a dead end. I can see it's a dead end, so I know that I'm going to be coming back, but some dead ends are quite interesting, so there's nothing wrong with that. Plus, like I say, I mean, I'm an explorer, I like to go and check things out. So I'm now going to go across. Oh, there we go, that looks nice. And I'm going to start at Brooklands Farm. I'm going to click there and drive in a straight line and end up on this one here. So I'm going to go to my left. So I'm going to click here. And the reason I've clicked here is because I want to join this one where it says 214. And I'm going to go left. So that's west along the map. And I'm going to follow it all the way down to the bottom here. I'm not going to click at the end, because I just want the sat-nav to pick up where I am as soon as I get to the end. So I can see another track here. I'm going to click there. I'm going to go down Green Lane. But I can see there's a crossroads here, so I want to go along the other lane as well. So I'm going to click here, and now I'm going to drive across to Donhead St Andrew. So once I've driven up Green Lane to the end, my sat-nav will pick up the route and tell me to drive down here up to where it says Milkwell, and I've indicated that I'm going to drive at that lane and go across. So you can see the line's going from Whitetown Cross straight to Milkwell, and the sat-nav will tell me to go that way, but I don't want to go that way. I'll just start driving the green lane, and it may or may not pick it up, but if not, it'll pick me back up when I get to the end here where it says 118. I'll then drive down here to where the telephone is and continue across to Donhead St Andrew. So again, if I use my middle mouse button to drag across, I've then decided that I'm going to go back down here because I want to head south, and I'm going to click there. I'm now going to drive this route here up to Mullins Bridge, and I could leave it there, But no, I'm going to go on this one here and head south. So I've clicked there. I'm now going to drive along here because I'm just looking for other things to see. I can see that there's a viewpoint there. If there was a clear road there, I might want to click there just to show that I want to go to that viewpoint. So the sat-nav might take me that way. In fact, as there's a viewpoint to there, I'm going to click there and drive along that road in either direction, whichever the sat-nav takes me, because I just want to see if I can see any views through this gap here as I'm driving along. Something interesting to see. So again, clicking on my middle mouse button, I can see another lane there, just next to folly lane. Clicking there, now driving up. So where do I want to go from here? As I'm driving up, I can see another one there, and I can see sorry about that. I can see lunch lane. I can see a little one here, so I'm going to drive to this one first. Then I'm going to go across. Click on that one there. I'm going to go up the road. See another one, interesting one there. If I don't choose to drive them or get stuck, all I do is just return to the road and the sat-nav will pick me up and take me to my next destination. So if I click on there, I can now drive this one here, Midney Lane. And if I zoom out, I can see that I've got a rough route there. But I come from the north, so I'm going to start heading back down this road. So I'm going to follow it along to see what interesting things are. So I can see that I've come out of Midney Lane and I've come to this A road here, but I can see that there's a route there, so I'm going to click there around the back of Borton, and then I'm going to work my way along. I can see some more lanes here, so let's just see where they go. So I'm going to start at this one here, and I'm going to follow it up to the top there, to Monkton Deverill. I can see that there's one there, it's not quite big and it turns into a restricted byway, but I'm just going to go and investigate it. So I'm going to click that there. I'll be able to update Trailwise at the same time. And then I need to make my way south again to just pick up that road. So I'm going to look down, I don't want to go on any of them. So again, I see some restricted byways there, so I can't drive them. Just carrying on along, heading back towards my destination. So I can see now that I am heading north, so I can see a lane there. I can see that there's a white road there, so I get a feeling that might start there. So I'm just going to put a marker there, knowing that on my phone I'll see the memory maps as it will be running at the same time, knowing that I want to get to there. I can see a little bit of track there, so in this instance I'm going to drop 2 on there and remember that. So I'm going to head north at one of these tracks. I think I'm going to pop up there because I'm going to mark a track there. Oh no, that's a dead end. So if I press the backspace, I don't want to go to that one. I'm going to click here, so I know that I intended to go straight ahead. So I'm going to come out here. Now I want to go along to Till's Head. And I am looking at the lanes here, and I'm thinking maybe I should go on this one here. Now, using the OS map, I can pick a set of different routes. So if I was to go up straight up to here, I can't go any further, so I'm going to turn right, head back down, I'm thinking of starting there. And I'm going to go across and then back down. I'm going to work my way around the back of the lark hill. And then I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to head towards Durrington. So let me just see if there's anything of interest here to end the day on. Beacon Hill, that looks nice. So I'm going to put a marker on this road here, the A303, because I'm going to use that as my escape route out. So once I've done that, press escape. I've now got my complete route here. If I double click it, you'll get all the waypoints here. Before on my Duster, I used to have to enter these in individually into the media nav. Now I don't. This used to take a long time. I used to have to cut and copy the screen, send them a new email, go to the car, keep the engine running, and then to run one by one individually. So now my sat nav is going to tell me to go to waypoint 1, waypoint 2, and keep driving along. Once you get to the start of each lane, so once I get here, my sat nav will try and direct me down the main road. I don't want to do that. As soon as I start driving down this road here, it may or may not show up on the sat nav. Most of the time it won't. Once I get to Stratford Tony, it will then redirect me and I'll continue on to this lane. Once I've driven this lane onto South Street, I'll then get directed to come up to Long Bridge automatically by the sat nav. So there's nothing to worry about. So I know where I am on the lane, I'm going to use the OS Maps app as well. You could transfer this route over to the OS Maps app, so you get a bit of an indication of where you want to go. I personally don't. I remember a lot of it anyway. So if I close this down and right click on the route, press save as. Save it as test route, I've already got one saved. Press save. Close down memory maps. Now I'm going to open up my web browser. I'm going to navigate to the GPX route to Google Maps route converter. There's a question mark on there saying, are you using Android Auto? That was requested by myself. If you click it, make sure it's ticked, click browse, click test route, press open, and then press convert. So you can see there's two parts to the route. Route 1 part 1, Route 1 part 2. So in this instance, an example there that I tested right there, I'm going to click the little clipboard, and I'll use Microsoft sticky notes because they pop up on my phone, they sync to my phone. So I'm going to type in there route. In fact, I'm just going to put part 1. Part 1. Copy and paste, Control and V. Click the clipboard of the second one. Open up my sticky notes. Put in route 2. Sorry, there, part 2. On this occasion, I'll right click and paste. And there is my 2 links. That will be transferred to my phone instantaneously. I'll now show you how to get them onto your media nav or any Android Auto head unit inside your car. So that's how long it took. It's pretty quick. If you keep watching, you'll find out how to get them displayed on your head unit. So as I've already explained, I use Microsoft
sticky notes to get the URL or the link from my computer to the phone. As you can see here, I have got the routes here. I've got part 1 and part 2. All I need to do is just make sure that the phone is not connected to the media nav. Click on the first part. That will load up Google Maps on the phone. You can see that the route has started from my current location, and you can see all the lanes that I want to go to there. All I need to do now is make sure I click start. As you can see, the sat nav display has come up on the phone, but I don't want it on the phone, I want it on the media nav. So all I've got to do now is plug the phone in. Google Maps will disappear on the phone. And as you can see, I've gone back to normal on my phone. You can see Android Auto down here, up here. All I've got to do is click it, and there we go. I'll just continue to follow the sat nav instructions on my media nav. But what the benefit this does is when you're on a lane, Google won't have the lane information. So what you need to do is, as you've already used memory maps, you can now have memory maps running on the phone. So this memory maps running, it will show me where I am, what lane I'm on, where I am on the lane, and then every time I come off a lane, Google through the media nav will reroute me. Simple. Every time I get to a lane, it will clear off a stop. A lot of the times it will say continue, so just press that when you're ready to continue to the next lane, or in some cases it will do it automatically. And that's it. That's a simple guide of how I go green laning and using my head unit to navigate me in a very quick and easy way using GPX files. Thank you for watching.